So we're going to highlight the jobs that are middle of the road to entry level, because we need craft and we need project managers and assistant project managers and schedulers and people that do the work that are new to the industry or transitioning from another industry. Like I said, maybe transitioning from the armed forces. We need the people that do the work, not necessarily the upper management. The upper management has been in the industry for 12, 15, 20 years already, and so we need the new blood in renewable energy. So that's what we're really going to focus on, are the people that don't know about the industry, want to come in, and like I said, whether you're from the military or college, or you're still in high school, maybe you're in 6th grade and you want to climb turbines someday, or you want to put solar panels together, or you want to work on a dam or something like that. Whatever we can do to get that information in front of you, that's what we're going to do. So the way this is going to be structured is, right now, again, we're going to start with wind, and I'd like to show you where in the process each position is. So we might start with a crane operator or a project manager, but I'm going to show you where that lies in the process, because earlier on is development and land acquisition. Later on is your operations people who manage the operations and the energy output and put things out on the grid. So that's something else that we're going to also go over, is not only power production, which is what we do, but power delivery. So substations and transmission lines and the like, lots of power companies need that kind of position. So we're going to go over everything to get the power created, all the way to getting the power to your house or the building. We're going to explain what companies each position would work for. So an electrical engineer could work for an owner, could work for an independent engineer. You could do owner's engineering stuff. You could do banker's engineering work. There's all kinds of consulting things that an engineer could do. So you could be a specific position, but work for several different companies, and we want to explain the differences to you so that you understand what specific companies do what, and where you would best fit in. So take myself, for example. I'm a construction manager, but I don't run the crews generally. I have always been on the owner side, and I run the contracts, for lack of a better term. So I work for the owners, the independent power producers generally, and I run the site as far as running the contract and reporting back up the chain and things like that. That's a different job than a construction manager for an EPC contractor, which you'll learn about later, or a subcontractor, which you'll also learn about later. So there's different tiers of things, different contractors, and we want to explain that to you. So in the wind world, and really solar as well, there is the developer, the people who they have the idea, they tie up the land and land leases, they get the permitting, they cross-reference, is there transmission lines, is there a resource, whether it's sun, whether it's wind. They put all that package together, and then they finally say, okay, we can develop a site here. And then, so the developer is both a person and a company. You can have a development company with developers that work for you. And then there's the independent power producers. A lot of times your independent power producers, IPPs, will have developers, or they'll buy the development, and then they take it to the next step, which they do the pre-construction. They prove the wind or the solar resource by putting meteorological stations out and collecting data, so that then later they can bank it. The banks will lend you money. We found a new place with parts on the ground. So IPPs, the independent power producers, they are the ones that, like I said, they design it, they'll get a contractor, they'll put it out to bid, they'll hire a contractor, and then the contractor will build it. And then afterwards, that independent power producer will own it, sell the power, and take care of the project for the life of the project. So there's a million different firms within that whole process, whether it's GIS and surveying or legal. Like I said, lots of engineering, and then lots of technicians. There's service companies that just do services, go around doing services when you have to do a lot of services once a year, and then they go to the next site and do that. And then there's a bunch of construction people like me. Anyway, so we want to highlight everybody within that entire gamut of renewable energy and show you, like I said, what they do, what the companies do, where the companies fall within the process, and how you can have a great career in renewable energy. So whether you want to build things, take care of things, design things, ship things, our industry has just about everything any other industry has. We have lots of jobs, we have lots of great people. It's a really interesting industry because you got all this big stuff to play with. No matter what anybody says or thinks, renewable energy is going to be part of the equation, and it's going to go on and on and on. It's way above anything politics. So we want to, again, concentrate on you, concentrate on the workers, concentrate on people taking care of their families, and coming out doing a great job, whether it's in an office or in the middle of a desert. Thank you for watching, and let's see what we can get. I think our first interview is going to be an erection superintendent who puts up the big pieces. So I think we're going to interview Avery really soon. Thanks.